Hey, how's it going, everyone? My name is Jordan, and the clips you just watched a moment ago with myself, Phil Berger, and Tin was the two sections, the shrink section and the grow section from We Won't Be Replaced, which is on our new album Fearless, which we recorded at Ardent Studios back in middle of October of 2015. And basically, so what the shrink section is, the emotional conception behind it is, you're going through life and something traumatizing or bad happens and it feels like the walls are closing in on you. And then the grow section is just the opposite. It's when you're in the corner and you feel like you're trapped, you come out swinging, you try and fight back. So that's basically, a long story short, what the emotional conception is. And rhythmically, the shrink section gets its name because we start with a measure, or 5 measures of 11/8, and then we shrink all the way down to 6/4. So 5 measures of 11/8, then it drops down to 10/8, and then from there on out it alternates to 1 measure of 11/8. So again, 5 measures of 11/8, 10/8, 11/8, 9/8, 11/8, 8, 11/8, 7, 11, 6, 11, and then a measure of 6/4. And then the grow section is just the opposite of that. It kicks off with a measure of 12/8, goes into a measure of 11, 6, 11, 7, 11, 8, 11, 9, 11, 10, and then ends with 5 measures of 11/8. So it's the exact same thing rhythmically. Again, it's just backwards. It's flipped. All right. So now what I'm going to do is play the shrink section slow, like I discussed in the previous clip. And I'm not going to get into too much detail about it, but I'm just going to go ahead and shout out or count out which measure I'm on. And again, starting with 5 measures of 11/8, and then descending all the way down to 6/4. So it sounds something like this. Check it out. 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 10, 11, 9, 11, 8, 11, 7, 11, 6, 11, 6/4. And yeah, that's pretty much it. And so now what I'm going to go ahead and do is just play it up to speed. And that sounds something like this. And I'm not going to count it out this time. So see if you can follow along. All right, so now what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and do the grow section for you. And I'm going to start with a slow version and then do up to speed version. And again, the grow section is just the opposite of the shrink section. And it goes something like this. Check it out. So I didn't count that one out that time, but I think you kind of get the point. And so now I'm going to go ahead and do it up to speed, and that sounds something like this. yeah, there you have it. That's the grow section up to speed. And I don't think I mentioned this when I started the video. I told you what the emotional conception of the shrink was, but I didn't say what the emotional conception of the grow was. And that's when, I kind of imagine it like when you corner a wild animal, they're going to do one thing. They're going to come at you and come out swinging. And so that's kind of the idea. When you're backed up in that corner in life, you're going to try and bounce back from it. So that's the emotional conception of the grow, and hopefully we conveyed that in the music, and it really draws a lot of emotions. So, all right, so I hope you enjoyed those videos. We're definitely going to be having more soon. And if you ever have any questions for myself or the guys in the band, feel free to message us on Facebook, as we'd be more than happy to answer them. So take care. Thank you so much for watching, and keep playing music.